Hello everyone, this is Josh F, and today I would like to talk about this GW-9400 series Rangeman G-Shock watch. I already disassembled this exact watch. If you guys missed that video, go have a look at this video. I'm just gonna quickly run through about this specific watch because I haven't did it yet. I already reviewed every single Rangeman G-Shock watch that was released before. I mean, I already own every single one of them, but I haven't made a review for the gray version because I owned the watch before I created this channel in the first place. And this watch is also one of them. Despite being the first ever Rangeman on the market, I've yet to review it on the channel. So this is it, just to make sure I have it on the channel. If you are curious, this is it, olive green with yellow accents. And this watch was released in the year 2013. If you are new to G-Shock, keep that in mind. And the retail price is extremely expensive, but you could get this today at roughly around 200 bucks. Probably less than that depending on the condition. In this case, used condition, so I get it still roughly close to 200 bucks. So that is one point I like to mention right now. The after sale value for this 9400 Rangeman is incredibly strong. It is incredibly popular to the fact that even if you beat out your Rangeman, you could still sell it back and gain a huge portion of your money back. So that's how popular this watch is. In this specific colorway, again, band and bezel came in olive green with black lettering and yellow accents on the watch bezel. And you'll also see the display panel will also came in gold accents as well. And for this series, the metal parts will came in silver, full silver by the way. 4 pins on the bezel, 4 buttons on the side, and 1 button for the sensor axis, which the checkered pattern, all of which will came in silver stainless steel, similar with the watch band keeper with G-Shock and buckle with Casio Thailand at the bottom of it, sign like that. So those are all the metal parts. You can see this minute ring in here will feature silver as well with yellow accents. And one bad thing now about this Rangeman, I believe most digital solar model, is the fact that you're gonna get this cloudy. Look at that. If you look at a brand new watch, it should look like this. So that's the thing about having a screw down case back. You're not gonna end up looking like this. This is because of fog or water vapor could seep into the watch, which they will then precipitate at the display glass. And then, since this watch features a solar panel, the solar panel is actually built in between the display panel and the glass, the mineral glass. The water vapor could actually get in between the solar panel and the glass, and thus create this effect. You cannot clean this at all. You could clean the solar panel from the back, but the water vapor is actually at the front. You need to clean it by removing the entire glass, which is extremely risky. So that is the only downside about this Rangeman, and that also applies to other solar digital G-Shock watch. And that is also why analog model is much better, because you're not gonna have this foggy issue at all. But it is fixable. Not a huge, like a big deal at all. You could solve this issue, but it is something that I need to point out. I plan this to be my last Rangeman to review on the channel, but Casio seems to just release the Hong Kong Fire Rescue Team collaboration a couple of weeks ago, so seems like I have to get that watch if I could afford that. Apparently it is quite expensive, as I already mentioned. It's extremely popular to the point if it is a limited edition, the Rangeman is gonna be extremely expensive and hard to get. And seems like Casio will also release another Rangeman coming in the middle of this 2019 from the ICRC collaboration, which will feature the parrot theme, which will have some sort of green colorway as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Definitely will buy that for a review on the channel. So for now, let's go back to this basic one. Other than that, you'll see that this one came in negative display, which is not the best, especially when it has fog like that. You're barely able to use this watch at all. But if you could fix that, then no problem. You could use some hydro technique and then fix it. I haven't tried it one yet, but I'll probably do in the future. For now, the watch button at the front is the only thing that came in black IP plated. The hard case came in black. And one other good thing that I want to point out about the Rangeman is the construction of the watch band and bezel is actually made to build a little bit bigger to a point that it guard the back plate. Unlike most Master of G you guys could see over here, The Frogman has a backplate but it's popping out outwards. This Golfman has a backplate that's popping out outwards a little bit, just slightly higher than the bezel. And most G-Shock have it actually. For the Rangeman, it's just flattened out, so that will give you guys a little bit of comfort when you wear this throughout the day. And also the watch band and bezel is actually protecting the backplate on each corner. So that's pretty cool, even though they have 20 bar water resistant, but it is still well guarded, so pretty nice as well. So if you look at the backplate, one of the big features of a Rangeman is it has this super beautiful hairline circle of finishing effect on it. So this is some of the things that I need to take note or point out if you're trying to differentiate between a fake or a genuine Rangeman. There's always about the details. The fake just cannot copy this type of detail. It's just too expensive. Look at that, very gorgeous with cat design over there, which I did use in my merchandise design. So let me quickly show you guys my new Rangeman merchandise design, where I basically use this profile and add some bars over there to represent the barometer tendency graph, which could be available over there, or the altimeter graph as well, which will be placed at the bottom. And I used the cat with slight modification. I made it mechanical, so not copied character design actually. So you got the idea. Buy the merch to support the channel. Other than that, let's go back to this Rangeman watch. Basically, it has triple sensor, which is great feature. Really practical, really useful watch, really tough, really rugged looking, still relevant. But the LED light is one of a big problem about the watch. This one was released in 2013, even though this is one of the first master of G that feature LED light. But if you compare this watch to today's standard, like the LED light is not a big deal anymore, right? This one glows at the same position as the one on the Rangeman, but it's still brighter. Most models today will feature dual LED, so kind of outdated in that manner, but still a great watch. Still easy to use, still tough looking, still incredible, still popular. So I'm very sure you guys already know on how to operate the watch. Basically, you have your quick access to stopwatch, which is incredibly useful, and you'll have your quick access to home timekeeping again by pressing the mode button. And obviously you have all of your detail as far as the graph on top, the tendency graph all the way to 48 or was it 42 hours. Incredibly useful as well. And you'll have your world time to 48 cities, stopwatch, and you'll have a countdown timer, 5 alarm including snooze and sunrise and sunset mode, recall mode, and radio control mode, back to home timekeeping. Very nicely done, which all of this function could be found on this Golf Master watch. Everything that this guy has could be found over here except the quick access to stopwatch and the snooze function. That's why I love this Golf Master a lot, because it has everything plus more, such as the tight graph and moon phase, which the Rangeman didn't have. Let me wear the watch and quickly show to you guys how it should look like on my skinny wrist. It is incredible. I believe I already showed you guys that the fact you could customize the watch band and bezel to a different one, and you could find the jelly version out there already due to how popular this thing is. If you're concerned about getting fakes or genuine, make sure you know what you are buying, you know, because there are a lot of fakes Rangeman out there. This is popular. If you have a skinny wrist, don't worry, you're still gonna have a great fit when you're wearing something like this. Anyway, that should sums it all up for the Rangeman. I'm looking forward to get other Rangeman that I haven't reviewed yet. For now, that sums it all. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you very much for your support. This is Jesh F, and